Okay, so number 6, very similar to 5. It's already set equal to 0. So all we have to do is find our critical points by setting numerator and denominator equal to 0. And then testing, is it greater than or equal to 0? So critical value from here, x minus 3 equals 0, will give us x equals 3. And what would make this 0 is just 0. So we get 0 and 3 as our critical points. Alright, so a number left of 0, negative 1, between 0 and 1, positive 1, and to the right of 3, 4. Alright, so I'm going to be plugging these numbers in to see, is it positive, basically, greater than or equal to 0. And because it's equal to, I don't know that we need to test these. They're going to be included, but we'll just have a bracket. Okay. Plugging in negative 1 will give us a negative 4. And then plugging in a negative 1 will give us a negative 4. So we have a negative 4 over negative 4. And that will give us a positive 1. And a positive number is going to be greater than or equal to 0. So this part is going to be true. This part will give us from negative infinity to 0. Now, this equal to normally tells us to include the endpoint, to put a bracket. However, 0 is one of those points. If you plug in 0, you're going to have undefined. So it doesn't work even though we have equality. So you don't want to put a bracket around here. You want to leave it as a parenthesis. Okay, that's the only exception if it makes the denominator undefined. Okay, so 0 will not be included in the answer, just this interval. Okay, so now we want to try 1. So that will give me a negative 2 over positive 4. So I have a negative 2 over positive 4. This is a negative number. It is not going to be greater than or equal to 0. This is false. So that part is not part of our solution. And now if we plug in 4, we get 1 over 16. And that is positive, so it's greater than 0. And so we will use 3 to infinity. And this time 3 doesn't make the denominator undefined, so we will put a bracket around 3 and go to positive infinity. So you do have to be careful there. So we're going to input this for our solution. Negative infinity up to 0, and then union, and I need to pick the half open, so bracket on the left, parenthesis on the right, 3 to positive infinity.